I'm Jen.
And we're SpielMill.
We are. And it is, the seasons are changing. It is just about sweater weather, pumpkin spice weather.
Ooh.
Almost spooky season.
Ooh.
I love when the seasons change. Whatever they change to. Summer to fall, fall to winter, winter to spring, spring to summer. I love it. So we thought we would do our top 10 fall games.
Yep. And so these are our interpretation of fall. You know, so I don't think anything's a stretch, but certainly our interpretation of fall.
Definitely. So we've got some honorable mentions. I'm going to mention Point Tree, which is a downloadable print and play roll and write. So you can get it for like $1, and it's a nice little game, and it has a fall version of it. So the leaves are orange and fall. So
orange and yellow and stuff.
Yeah. And so that's nice. If you don't have any fall games, it's a great way to get in on it by just going and either downloading it for free or for $1. I don't remember how much it is, but it's really accessible.
Yep, that's a good one. Another example is the game Leaf, which just has beautiful fall-like art.
Gorgeous.
And then one that we've played before is New England. And this is about settling in New England, but it has art that totally meshes with fall, of sort of fall feel.
Especially late fall. I know we've played this a lot around Thanksgiving, but it just gives us those fall vibes.
Yep.
Yeah, so do you want to start us off at our number 10?
Sure.
All right.
Number 10. Our number 10 is a game, well, in the fall, what is one of the things you do? You turn to your nice, warm, cozy liquids, and one of those is, of course, tea. And so we recommend the game Chai. Chai is a wonderful little, really, it's a gateway game. And it's really simple, and it's about tea, chai tea.
Yeah.
And it's really fun.
Yeah, it's nice and cozy. It's beautiful production. It's a great way to kind of welcome people into the hobby of board gaming with a theme that will be, feel really familiar to them. And again, for us, chai really feels fall. Those spices and that warm drink. It's my favorite time of year to go get a nice, warm, sweet beverage in the morning.
We need a game about cocoa.
We do need a game about cocoa.
All you designers out there.
Make us a game about hot cocoa. So our number 9 is Taverns of Tiefenthal. And again, this one is not exactly fall themed, but it feels so warm and cozy to us. The lighting in the tavern, the artwork, it all just screams cozy. And that's kind of what fall season is about. It's about starting to get cozy. And plus it's in a bar, so it's the tavern. It has that German feel to it. So it kind of goes with Oktoberfest as well. And just to me, Taverns of Tiefenthal, as long as you're not playing on the winter side of the board, is all about fall.
Yep. Yeah, it's got that warm feel.
Yeah, and it's such a fun game, the way you get to it has that modular board that you're building out. It's got deck building, which we love. It was really, really, it made a huge splash when it came out, and I haven't heard a lot about it, but this is a game that has stood the test of time for us.
Yeah, it's excellent. Taverns of Tiefenthal. All right, our number 8 choice is a really small game that's about the size of a pack of gum, and it's called Nut. And of course, this is another game where we're kind of leaning into the art a little bit. It's got beautiful fall colors. The squirrels and the nuts are really different colors because that's how the gameplay works. But it just makes you think of fall.
It does. And again, it's a card drafting game, which we love that mechanism. And it's super simple. You're just taking cards from the center and you're trying to create contiguous areas of nuts of all the same color and get a squirrel in there that's that same color to double your points. But it's just so much fun in a little game. And again, trees, nuts, squirrels, says fall to us.
Yeah, and it's certainly a perfect travel game as well because of its nice size.
Yep, absolutely. Our number number 7 is a call out to the fact that this is also in the U.S. football season. And, you know, for a lot of people, nothing says fall like a football game. And we both love football. We watch both our college and our professional teams regularly in the fall. And we love Football Highlights, the dice game. Again, it's a super accessible, easy to get game. It's so much fun. It's easy to get into. It's got all of the great combo action that a good roll and write should have. And we like to play it before we watch football on any given Sunday. Or Monday, perfect. Or Thursday, or Saturday.
And this isn't saying that we don't love Football Highlights the game, but we haven't played Football Highlights the game, the full board game.
Right.
So we can only talk about the dice game because that's what we have.
Yep, exactly.
Yep, and it's considered an expansion to Baseball Highlights the dice game, so you might have to get both. But Baseball Highlights the dice game is also very good. So
yeah, that's your summer. That's for your summer theme.
Yep. So just if you were looking for it, so. Number 6, we wanted to go with a game that invoked the season really well. And, of course, just like the others, we picked a game from Uwe Rosenberg called Indian Summer. And Indian Summer, but it's about the fall, basically. And it's, you know, this is the game. It's part of the series of games, Cottage Garden, Spring Meadow. And, you know, it's just a fun, simple, basic polyomino tile laying game, and it's but it's really fun and really beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
So
boy, does it say fall.
It says fall.
Yeah,
it talks to you.
It does.
That'd be really cool.
It would be cool.
Or creepy. That gets us into spooky games, which we'll talk about later.
Exactly, that's coming later. All right. Number 5 is a game that it's actually really thematic towards fall, and that's Bosque. Because in Bosque, you are
so beautiful,
dropping leaves and dropping nuts, and I mean, it just, you know, what is more fall than falling leaves? And it's a beautiful game. We got this at Origins a couple years ago. We saw it and thought, oh, we gotta have that. And we love the theme. And so it's, again, it's more on the welcoming side. It can get a little puzzly.
It plays like an abstract, puzzly,
yeah,
maybe a little chess-like game.
Yep, but it's so beautiful, and the art just takes you in. And if you just really want to, you know, have a game that says fall all over, this is a great choice.
Mm-hmm. Good shit. Yep. Number 4 is about, you know, one thing about fall is that you spend a lot of fall preparing for winter. And this game's all about preparing for winter. And it's called Creature Comforts. And it is so cute and so adorable. And it's so lovely. But it's a lovely, simple worker placement game. And it's really adorable. I don't know what to say except it's adorable.
And it also has this really neat mechanism
mm-hmm.
where you put your workers where you want to have actions the next turn. Then you roll your dice and you power your workers based on those dice. And you might actually not be able to use a worker that you placed if you're not really careful. But sometimes you take the chance because it'll be such a big payoff. And it's a little extra clever mechanism in what is essentially a pretty welcoming game. That I really like it. And the art,
push your luck element.
I love the art. It's so cute. It is just adorable.
It's adorable. So if you like the cozy home, preparing for winter, you're knitting sweaters and stuff like that, it's a good game.
Absolutely. Number 3 is another roll and write, and again, a spot on thematically, and that is Three Sisters. In Three Sisters, you sort of begin the game by planting your crops, your 3 sister crops, your pumpkins, your beans, and your corn, and then they grow. And at the end of the game, you know, if you have done the best job in planting your garden, you'll be able to harvest the most of the three sister crops and have the most food to see you through the winter. And so this is another roll and write from Ben Pinchback and Matt Riddle, who also did Fleet the Dice Game and most recently Motor City and French Quarter, which is coming out soon. It's a lot of people's favorite of the three. I sort of go back and forth on which one's my favorite, but it has that combo-tastic thing to it where, you know, you pick one die or you pick one die, but you get a whole bunch of different things to do because of that rolling bonuses. And so it's such a spectacular game. It's really high in my list of top roll and writes, maybe even my top 100 board games of all time. So this is a great one. And, you know, it's got pumpkins. What's more fall-like than pumpkins?
True. So for number 2, we talked a little bit about the warm beverages they like to drink in the fall. But something else we really enjoy in the fall, especially with Oktoberfest going on, is good beer. And there's a great game called Belgian Beers Race, which is all about drinking Belgian beers and going from Belgian brewery to Belgian brewery by your bike, by bus, or whatever. And it's really fun. And we like to get sampling of the beers ahead of time and drink the Belgian beers from the breweries in the game while we play the game. It's so fun and delightful, and it really brings, you know, those Belgian beers really bring out those fall flavors and aromas and stuff that we all love.
Yeah, and we're going to do another video, which we'll post after this one, which will talk about our favorite Oktoberfest games, because every year we do our own little Oktoberfest celebration with board games, of course, and beer. And this is a great one for that theme.
So look for that. And what's our number 1, dear?
Well, our number 1 is a really new game. We actually haven't played it in person. We've only played it on BGA. We have it on pre-order, and that is Applejack, another Uwe Rosenberg game. We both grew up in the northeast of the United States, and it's apple country. And, you know, what do you do in the fall? In the region that we live in, you go apple picking, and maybe you do this in other places in the world. I don't know. But for us, that's fall. Apple picking, apple pie, drinking cider, apple turnovers, you know, going out to the farm. And so Applejack, you're planning your orchard and harvesting your apples. And for me, that just says everything it has to say about fall.
So good. So yum.
So yum. It's just I want to say it's not polyomino, but it's similar to, he's got this line of sort of abstract games, Uwe Rosenberg.
Yeah, Nova Luna.
Yeah.
Sagani.
Yeah.
But this one has the best theme, and it's very fall-like. And
it doesn't feel abstract at all. Really, you're just making sets. It could be anything. It could be just random shapes, but the art is so evocative, and like I said, it feels like autumn to us. And it's such a fun game. The theme carries it well beyond what you might expect from an abstract game. So that's our number 1 is Applejack. And I really can't wait until this arrives in the mail so we can play it, hopefully in the autumn.
Yeah, that's right. And remember, you know, whether it's apple picking or you're drinking warm cocoa or
beer,
every day that you game
is a holiday.
Thanks for watching.